Hey, welcome to another exciting episode of Two Shot Tuesday. We say it every week. I am one half of the most dynamic podcast team on the planet, as I believe we stand today here in 2026. My name's Jason Riley. With me, as always, my co-pilot, Barry T. Nixon. Barry, how are you?
I'm doing great, Jay, and I do appreciate every time you really take time to pronounce the T.
Yeah.
And you've been doing
Yeah.
you've done that since we were together at Second City Improv class. You just loved saying Barry T. Nixon, and I appreciate it. You're the only one who does that. The
But
only one.
You insisted on the T at one time in your life.
Well, I did. When I was 20, I insisted on it.
You did, and I want to keep that up. Like, even though we lost touch. So for me, we've known each other a while, but we lost touch in there.
Yeah.
So for me, you're still well in the T years. And so I'll let you know when I drop it, but it's not going to be for a long time, if at all in this lifetime.
Okay, good. You
How's
heard it
your
here, listeners. That's a promise made by Jason that it will extend into the afterlife.
For sure. Oh, we're
Thank
hanging
you.
out in the afterlife for sure. Whatever the afterlife brings, we're going to be there. You're going to be one of the first people I look for in the afterlife to see.
That's
And if I beat you there, I'm going to lay things out nicely. I'm going to head down to the local. I'm going to make sure we have some of our favorite Jameson Black Barrel with us.
Yeah.
And we'll raise a glass to, whatever comes next. But plenty of time for that. We've got what's here. And what's here, I believe, next to you, should be also next to me, are two shots of something or other. What have you got?
Jay, sadly, this is coming to the end of the Black Barrel, and I went by my local today, and there's not a bottle to be found. Picked clean, my friend, on the eve, at the time of this recording, of Victoria Day long weekend. So, are the two things related? I don't know. I will get back to you on that. But in the meanwhile, it's Black Barrel. What have you got?
Probably because you mentioned it. There was probably a run on that LCBO because it's so popular.
Sure.
You are an influencer.
Thank you.
I'm coming to the end of a bottle also. Now, I replenished with Black Barrel, but this happens to be the end of the last two shots in my bottle of Black Bush, Bushmills Black Bush.
I love that.
So,
here's to you, Jay.
Smoky.
That's nice.
That's nice.
That'll get you up in the morning right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of caramel comes from the exhale after a shot like that. What do you find with the Bushmills, the Black Bush?
Fire, but a controlled burn. So it's a nice
good
taste. I can feel it going down, and I also feel it coming back kind of through the edges of my tongue. So it's more of a feel than a taste. Like you got
I love the expression, a controlled burn. I like that. That's good. I'm going to use that.
Good.
Hope you don't mind. Jay, we have a lot to get to.
Yeah, some topic that dropped in our laps, for me, unexpectedly today when you announced it. Why don't you let our listeners and viewers know what we're going to talk about today? Just out of the blue.
Totally out of the blue. And if any of you out there are users of Spotify, which I imagine millions of you are, you probably found when you opened the app today that there was a new, not a wrapped list, but another list of your all-time listening habits since inception, since your first day on the platform. Jay, I was shocked to find out that I've been on the platform now since August of 2014.
Yeah, me too.
And I love this expression. Gun to my head, I wouldn't have been able to tell you it was 2014 that we started. And it wasn't even me. Linda, of course, executive producer Linda LeBrun. Every good thing that happens in our house is usually at the behest of her or because of some action she's taken. She signed us up and we've never looked back. I absolutely love Spotify.
I do too. And in our household, I was the one that signed us up. You're on the family plan, I'm assuming.
Well, we were in the beginning. She's now got her own. She's branched off.
You've moved off. Okay. Yeah. She's gone off on her own.
Yeah.
What's the benefit, I wonder? You just can't track this. Like, you can't do merged playlists. We don't do merged playlists, but
we don't either. The benefit is that she can listen during the daytime and not kick me off. That's the thing. You can't have two parties listening at the exact same moment.
On our plan, you can. So we have a different plan. Well, it's worth maybe exploring the options. Maybe
she's already jumped ship, Jay. She's got her own thing and she's going to have her own rap list, which is good.
We do too, but it's together. We pay one price. Maybe you're on it. Maybe that's it. It's a separate thing, but it's a plan. Who knows?
Yeah, we still pay one price, but she just has a separate.
Yeah. Okay. Then we have the same thing.
I think
we agree to disagree to agree.
Yeah.
I will also say August of 2014, I joined. I guess I had the free plan for a while. I definitely had the free plan for a while. And then it doesn't take long before you get sick and tired of listening to those commercials. And you're limited to how much you can listen, that you go to the paid plan. But the interesting thing was, it says because it shows what your first song was that you streamed. And my first streamed song was not until like a year later. So I
Hmm.
found that odd. So I'm not sure exactly what that's all about, but that's how it was. You should check. Go back and check your first stream and see if it was on that day, which I would have assumed it was, or in my case was like October of the next year or the next, or at least the next October. Like it was months to a year away. So it's worth, you might want to check that.
That's interesting. I gotta be honest with you, I blew right past that, piece of information when I got the you know how it sends you, like, a video and it
Yeah.
tells you how many songs you've listened to or how many artists for their blew past a lot of that stuff, so I all I caught was the date, the
Oh,
inception
yeah.
date, which was August 10th of, 14, and I was just like, "Holy shit, I can't believe we've been on it for over 10 years."
Yeah, I'm surprised. That's a gutsy move for a software program to do that and tell you, because at some point you start calculating and go, how long's it been? How many dollars a month? Is it
Yeah,
really worth it? So Spotify is in both our cases, but
totally.
it is
But you're
risky. So
right.
that's a platform that people are confident people are going to like if they're going to tell you that how much you've been basically paying for the last decade. And they're celebrating 20 years, which shocked me. That's why they
Yeah,
did it. It celebrates
it
their
is
20
20
years.
years.
So
It's crazy.
2006 it
The thing
started.
is, though, when you really look at the monthly cost to have access, basically you have the keys to a record store with unlimited amount of music. I mean, it really is
Mhm.
worth. If anything, you're probably being undercharged. It's like $14 a month now for the premium with no commercials. To have unlimited, I mean, I certainly get used to it because I listen to it every single day.
And you're more of a variety man than I am. I will
Right.
tend to listen to albums all the way through. So for me, I had bought a bunch. Like I bought CDs and then I
Right.
rebought on Apple Music and now I'm subscribing on Spotify. But now I listen. So the DJ, the AI DJ has been very helpful to get me to listen to other types of music that I wouldn't normally have bought. Because otherwise it may have made sense for me to buy the albums on like Apple Music and just listen, but
Yeah.
I didn't. So the DJ really helped to expand my horizons and keeps me kind of coming back for variety. Even though I'm a toe in the water variety guy. I like to retreat back to the familiar.
Yeah. I'm not even sure it's the full toe. Well, if it's any toe, it's the little toe. It's the baby toe. It ain't the big toe. We know that
No.
that's too much. One thing about the AI DJ, and I don't know whether you've encountered this, maybe because I don't know whether you have or not. I find that I'm getting the same handful of artists again and again. I wish that they would, and if Spotify executives are listening, uh, a little tweak to the AI DJ would be pretty cool because I find that I'm getting a lot of repeats, and it'll often start with, "Hey Barry, here's something that's been on your radar," and then it'll play something that it played the last time it told me that. So I was
Yeah.
like, I wish that there was a little. I know it's coming.
Yeah,
Maybe it can
I
come
don't
a little
mind it,
quicker.
but that's me because I when it's on my radar, I like to stick with things that I like. But when I get sick of it, if you hit skip enough, it'll
That's true.
sort of it
You can
picks up
teach
the
it.
point that you're not so interested, and then it reminds you sometimes you can. Oh, don't forget to hold the button and tell me what you want. I'm not going
Yeah.
to do that. I'm walking. I'm not interested in chit chatting with you, and I don't know exactly what I want. I just know I
Yeah.
don't want that. So give me
Yes.
something other than that.
Jay, once again, you and I are perfectly aligned on this issue.
Yes, I agree. Before we leave it, I want to
Yeah.
know, and maybe you blew past it. It's not going to be a surprise who my number one artist was, Johnny Lang. 1,000 hours or something. I think I've listened to Johnny Lang. Maybe that.
Kurt,
Yep, 100
doesn't he have one
maybe.
album?
He doesn't have a lot. He hasn't put one out since like 2016. But I've like my
Unbelievable.
top song is by him, and I've listened to it like 235 times because it also has on the playlist it makes for you. It tells you how
Yeah,
many listens of each song.
that's
So
true. That's helpful.
your number one artist, do you know?
It's The Strokes,
Of
number
course.
one, all time.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
And unlike Mr. Lang, they have put out a fairly robust back catalog. Like there's a lot of stuff going on. And there's a new record coming out at the time of this recording. We're doing this in May. Next month, there's a new album for The Strokes.
Nice. Okay, well,
Yeah.
Johnny Lang, just to give him his due, goes back
Yes.
to the '90s as well. So he was like a breakout phenom young star that so
Sure.
even though he's
N-
quite young or
I'm
not
not
as
taking
young
anything away
anymore,
from Mr. Lang. I know.
he has a back catalog is all I'm saying. Okay,
That's
should we
great.
do would you wanna do shot number 2
I
and
think we
then,
should.
yeah,
Yeah.
dive into I think you've got a 4K corner you're interested in telling our fans about.
Yeah. And I'm interested in loaning to you, Jay, because I'm just about ready to wrap it up.
Can't wait. Okay, what have
Yeah.
you got for shot number 2?
Again, this is getting down to it. This is becoming a very precious item, Jay, and I'm hesitant to take a shot, but I'm going to anyway because that's what we do here. It's Jameson Black Barrel. Hopefully not
Alright.
for the last time. What about you?
Well, and I have got for the last time, for now, the final shot that is sitting in the Bushmills Black Bush.
Here's to you and to
Thank you.
our audience. Cheers. That one, I got the shiver on the second shot. Very inconsistent. I don't know. You think my body, as a seasoned drinker, you think my body would be used to these sensations by now, but no, it's not.
It can surprise you once in a while.
I guess.
And I had nice I would say it's enveloped my tongue on that one. Like, I can still feel that nice warm hug on the way down, and that's nice. I like that from Bushmills. It'll give you a little, "Thanks for enjoying the bottle. That was the last shot. We'll see you next time."
I like that. And it
Yeah.
didn't leap over the tongue as some shots.
No, this one rolled right through it. It was full contact sport.
I love it.
Let's talk about 4K Corner. What exciting impulse buy did
Yeah,
you
that's
add to the family that you wanna talk about today?
well, thanks for that setup. And you're absolutely right. It was 100% impulse. I remember seeing ads for this series, and then when I realized it was on HBO and I don't have a HBO, I was like, ah, whatever. And then it popped up, of course, as these things do on your when you're scrolling around on Amazon. Welcome to Derry, which is the It prequel series based on the novel. It's sort of a, I don't know, like they're trying to establish a Stephen King universe with this series. And just as a side note, Jay, The Dark Tower is being done by Amazon, the entire series, and they're saying it's going to be even bigger than The Rings of Power. So just as an aside.
Interesting. If they ever
Yeah.
get to it, they keep trying to do the Dark Tower, and they've had a lot of false starts,
I
including
saw a fresh post about it recently though. That sounds like it's
but
it's
I hope it
happening.
happens. I'm excited
Yeah.
for it to happen. If it can, that would be great. And just so you know, and maybe you already know this, many of Stephen King's novels have been set in Derry. So I think what they're trying to do
Yeah.
is kind of bring them together into, one timeline is what they're sort of doing in the TV or universe.
Yeah, and certain characters, which I shared with you earlier, spoiler alert for those who haven't seen it, but the character Dick Halloran from The Shining, who has the gift, is very much a major player in this first season of Welcome to Derry. And he's like we catch up with him as a young army lieutenant, and he's using his gifts to try to seek something out. And what is he trying to seek out? Well, you're going to have to watch the series, but I'll tell you, they've spared no expense with the quality. Every episode is like a little movie. I'm totally into it, and I've been burning through these episodes. I mean, I only got it at the time of this recording, probably 3 days ago, and I'm approaching episode 8, the final episode.
It is. Wow.
Yeah, and Bill Skarsgård, who played Pennywise in the films, is reprising his role, so that also gives it more heft. That they didn't recast that role, or they just with somebody
Yeah.
cheaper. They got the real Pennywise, and you get to see his origin.
So it's the beginning. This is the origin of him prior to the It movies.
Yeah, exactly. This is set in 1962, and then there's some time jumping that goes back to 1908. So
Interesting.
it's really cool, Jay. I think you would enjoy it. Yeah, so far it's a 5 out of 5. I'm
Well,
enjoying it.
let's dig into some of the visuals and audio. I want to hear about the sound. I want to hear about the quality of the. How deep are the blacks?
Well, they're deep. They're
Yeah. How,
deep.
how about the plaids? How do the plaids come
There's a
off?
couple of scenes in the sewer where it's pitch black and all you see are the eyes of the clown just
Oh,
burning through, and you're like, "Holy crap." And you can see the shadow, you see the tunnels, all you can see the brickwork inside the
really?
tunnels. Yeah, it's really great. All the clothing is rendered perfectly. I mean, it's a new series. It's HBO. They have money to put behind
Yeah.
these things. But and it's like a full audio soundscape. Like you hear little crickets, you hear things moving around,
I
running
love
behind
that.
you.
Yeah.
Like it's for your system at home and for mine, it's perfectly calibrated for that. You're gonna get every squeeze of juice from the
Good.
soundstage,
I
100%.
hate I hate when they waste that, when they don't have
Yeah,
things running around you. It's like, why would you not? At all times, there should always be something running around or
always.
squeaking or just like something in the background always. Unless
Yeah,
you're in a library and everybody's
yeah,
quiet and reading. And even then you
right,
should have pages turning, but you should have
for sure.
something always. And to waste that on a when you're at 7.1 or higher, I want always
Everything.
something from those back channels and the
Me too.
backup channels.
Yeah, and you
Whew,
get that with Welcome to Derry. It's a full soundstage, and it's perfectly and nicely utilized.
nice.
So, yeah, it's a great series. Check it out if you haven't seen it, viewers. But Jay, you will get to see it because I'll be more than pleased to loan it to you in the preferred, okay, steelbook variant, which is I know is also important to you.
Wow, you've got that one. Okay. I'm
Yeah,
excited for that. And I will, I'm sure, watch it with executive producer Aldo
yeah, it's
Roma.
pretty cool.
Perhaps we'll sub out Columbo Saturdays, which maybe I'll talk about on a future episode with
Something
Welcome to
current, something
Dairy
from this century.
Saturdays. I love Columbo. I'm going to
I
talk to you
know.
about that on another episode, and you're going to
Yeah,
watch one. You promised to watch one with me.
I'm in
Yeah.
100%.
we're going to watch on, I think, the one with Leonard Nimoy, but I'm fine tuning this one. So we'll get to that. But I have to ask you something. I want to ask you this live on the show to see if
Sure.
it's for me. It's a 4K purchase I'm thinking of buying, and I'm torn. It's
Okay.
about $55. It's an
Okay.
Arrow release. I
Okay.
remember seeing this
The
movie a long
deluxe
time
limited?
ago.
Is it a
I think
limited?
deluxe limited, I believe so. I might be, I don't know how much comes with it, but the movie is Roy Schneider in Blue Thunder, the helicopter movie. Have you seen
Yeah.
it?
I haven't seen it, but I did. It caught my. It is the deluxe one with all the
Is
swag.
it?
It
Yeah.
caught my eye too, but then I consulted with ChatGPT to get the audience and RT scores and all that kind of stuff, and it's a bit of a mess. Is some of
Really?
the, yeah, they tried to do
Damn.
something and it didn't quite hang together. But that's what the critics said or
Because
say.
I'm reading the reviews and I'm seeing good stuff,
Okay. Well, then
but
dive in. I don't think like 55 is not a crazy price point. It's not like it's, we've seen some of these special editions that are like 89, $99. Like that,
yeah,
if you haven't seen it, you're wading in a little bit deep. You want to
yeah,
get out over your skis, as they say. But
that's right.
$55,
That's
why
the
not?
capper. I would say
Yeah,
55 is the capper. If that thing had hit, if that's a 6 at the front of that, I don't want it, but
get it out of here.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
thinking about it.
You know
I
what? I
might.
would watch the trailer on YouTube and then see if you're still excited to watch it. How about
This
that?
is why. This is why I bring this to the show, because you are wise, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. Did you know that the short-lived series that was based on Blue Thunder
Hmm.
came out right after that, and it starred Dana Carvey?
Really?
Yeah, he played the
Dana
role that
Carvey.
Daniel Stern plays as, like, the sidekick of the main pilot. So, like, none of
Wow.
the guys from the movies are in it. It's Roy Schneider and Daniel Stern. I don't know who was the lead in the TV series, but Dana Carvey played the Daniel Stern role, and then Dick Butkus and somebody else, another football player, ex-football player, were
Wow.
in it. I would almost purchase that series. I watched the TV series, but I did not like the movie I may have seen, but I did like the TV series. Short-lived, like 13 episodes, canceled. Blue
Yeah, that's
Thunder.
perfect for you though. You love those.
I
I
do.
already see it happening. You don't even need to watch the trailer. Just go ahead and buy Blue Thunder and get this limited
I
series
think I
while you're
might.
at it. Just put it all together in your stocking. It's
It came
Christmas
out in
come early. Of
Blu-ray. I know, at the same time. They released it on the same day in Blu-ray.
course they did.
Anyway,
Jay,
I
why
don't
not?
know.
You know what? You work hard, you should watch hard.
I just might.
You might.
Okay.
But still
I
watch the trailer just to be sure.
I think I will. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it?
Well,
I think that's
it
it.
kind of feels like an episode. Do we have time for one? Nah, I don't think we do.
No,
Next week, though, we'll come back with some more rip from the headlines because those are always fun. And I know
absolutely.
that our audience enjoys it as well, somehow. On
Yeah.
some level, they will enjoy it. So thank you very much for being with us. As always, Jason Riley, the King of the Mountain. And good luck with your purchase of Blue Thunder, the Arrow Special Edition release. I look forward to watching it at your place sometime.
Oh, that may make me buy it just so that we can do that together. That may
Why
be
not?
worth it. And then I'll feel like it's $25 each, even though I'm paying for it all. The
I'll
value is
buy the
spread
whiskey.
across two people. There you go.
I'll buy the whiskey. You can deduct it from the cost of the 4K. I don't know how that works.
Math.
See? I'm glad
Just
we're not
math.
accountants.
All right. See you, Barry.
See you next week.
Thank you for listening to Two Shot Tuesday. The show is produced by Barry and I and edited by me. If you have yet to rate and review the show on Apple Podcasts, please take a second to do so now. It helps us grow, and it helps new audiences to find the show. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Two Shot Tuesday, and on Twitter at Two Shot Tuesday Podcast. Stop by, give us a follow, leave us a comment, and share your favorite episodes. If you have a question you'd like featured on the show, you can send us a text at 647-486-4848. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.